Welcome everyone. This is Excel Module 2 and this will be the end of the module project. So I will do my best to go through this step by step for you. So I've opened up the end of module 2-1 file with of course my name on it, and you want to check here in B6 just to make sure that your name is here. Then we're going to click on the inventory spreadsheet over there. All right, so we're good here right now. So the actual specs itself tell you that Jaden Keller manages the lawn and garden departments at Hargrove Home Improvement stores throughout the Pacific Northwest. He created an Excel workbook to try to solve a problem at one store that often has too much or too little stock on hand to sell. So he has asked you to format the workbook to make the information easier to interpret. Go to the inventory worksheet, which I've already done, and we're going to apply heading 4 style in cell A1. So all you have to do obviously is click in A1. We're going to go to styles here and click on heading 4. That takes care of that. And now we're going to apply heading 4 in here to merge the center A1 to F1. So we're going to merge in center, and let's go and click on merge in center. So we're good. Now, every now and then I lose my place because I'm looking on one screen and then going to the Excel, then going back. So sometimes I miss my place. So I may repeat something. I may miss a step, but we'll get through this. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to use auto fit to resize column A. So there's several different ways that you can do that. You can double click over here by going in between it. If you really don't like doing that, then if you go into cells and format, you'll see that auto fit column width is there. And that took care of this, except that it did not take care of it. So let's try this again and click on the column. That would make more sense if we're going to use the auto fit. So let's try this one more time. There we go. And the good thing is when I do make a mistake, and some of them I actually make on purpose, it gives you the opportunity to see how to correct something. So now we're good over here. We're going to fill the range A3 to F3 with green accent, light 1, lighter thing. So we want to go to A3 to F3. And it says green accent 1, lighter shading. So remember, this is going to be fill. So we're going to go. Now you can look over here to see if it has it, except for the one thing in here is we do not know what the actual color is going to be in here. So here is actually A3 green 1 lighter 20. And this is accent 2. So this is not going to give us what we actually want. So you can see that these are the different shades in here. So again, you have to be careful because if you change one of these from here, you also may be changing the font. So we're just going to go to the fill and we're going to find green accent later 1. So let's go to, here is green accent 2, green accent 1, and we'll go down till we find 60%. So sometimes you have to go up and down. Here's our 60%. So this takes care of this one here. Use the format painter to apply the format range from A11 to F11. So here is A11 to F11. And we're going to use the format painter. And we will do A13 to F13. So that takes care of number 4. Number 5 is italicize the contents range A4 to A14. So here is A4, A14, and we'll just click on the I. So that italicizes that. Number 7 is in the range G1 to H1, change the font color to black text 1 lighter 35%. So we want to go to G1 to H1. Here's G1 and H1. And we want to change the font color, not the fill. Here's the font color. we want black, text 1, lighter 35%. So sometimes you have to go up and down to get to see what it is. That's lighter 25, lighter 35%. That was number 7. Number 8, B4 to B14. So we'll select B4 to B14. And we are going to apply the comma format with 2 decimal places. So let's go to comma here. And I actually clicked on percent, so let's change that to comma. And it does look like it's 2, just to double check. Let's go into here and choose it. Now, the difference between accounting and comma is the symbol. That's really the only difference in here. So we can click on OK. That looks good. That was number 8. Number 9, F4 to F14, which is a sale amount variable values. So we're going to click here. And we're going to choose the accounting, which is right here. So you can use the drop-down arrow if you want to make some different accounting changes. But since we are in the United States, we'll use the United States. And that looks good. Number 10, Jaden wants to emphasize on-hand amounts less than 15. So the store knows when to order more plants. So we want to go to D4 to D14, D4 to D14. And we want to highlight those cells that are less than 15 with yellow fill and dark yellow text. So we just go to conditional formatting and highlight cell rules. The less than is here. And what we want to do is change this to less than 15. And we'll change it to yellow fill. And we're going to click on OK. Now, if you accidentally did greater than, you can very easily change it. Just go to conditional formatting. Go to manage rules. Find the rule that you need. Click on edit rule. And you can change this to whatever you need. Or you can change the value over here. So now that looks like everything. We need to check the spelling. So I'm going to hit F7 here. And spell check is complete. So I'm not sure why it's not finding anything. Let's see. Ignore plant names. Check the spelling. And then in here, your final figure is over here. And I believe that we should have found this one over here. So I'm going to click up top here. And I'm going to hit F7 again. And this time it found something. It's always good to hit Control Home and do it from there just to be on the safe side, especially if you have something selected. So we're going to click on Change. And spell check is complete. And we're looking at exactly what we should have. I have missed the icons. So let's go back and find the icons over here. So we want to add the 3 colored arrows in this text over here. So we'll go to conditional formatting and icons. And we want the 3 colored arrows. You can leave the defaults in here if you wanted to go and change them to different. Again, go to manage rules. And you can see now that there are actually 2 rules set over here. So we click on the one that we want to change. Click on edit rule. And you can see it's based upon percentages over here. And you can make and modify it exactly the way you want in here. So we're good leaving it just like this. And this should be everything. I'm going to save this to what it should be, which I did not do before. So let me save it as this. That should have been the very first thing that I did. And yes, I want to do it. And that is everything for this one. So hopefully this was helpful for you, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.